What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to replace the front window regulator on your Jeep Grand Cherokee. It should be all the same steps from 1999 to 2004. This one is a 2002 Limited. The window regulator took a crap today. The window will not go up and down anymore. The first thing that we're going to do is remove the Phillips head screw in the little grab handle here. And then we're going to use a little flathead screwdriver to pop this cover off and remove the Phillips head screw that is also in there. Once those two Phillips head screws are removed, we're going to pull the door lever back, and there's another hole right here. Inside there, you'll need to remove the Torx head screw. That should be a size T25. I don't have a 25. This 20 will work in a pinch as long as it's not too tight. So we're going to take that one out now. Now that all the screws are out, we're just going to kind of hold the top of the door. And when you do that, all of your plastic clips are going to break, so you're going to have to replace them probably. I'll post those in the video description so you can buy some more. All right, so now we're going to lift this connector off of this piece here and then push this tab in, disconnect that. Then we're going to move over, and you can use like a screwdriver. We need to push these plastic clips away from the rods. There's two of them. Just pitch them, rotate them out of the way, and then you can lift the rods out of their spots, and that will leave one more connector right here. There's a tab on the bottom in the middle that you can see there, and pull that out and we can remove our door panel. Now we're going to peel this water barrier back. It's got this like tacky glue stuff. Just try not to rip it. We'll just stick it back on when we're done, but you're gonna have to do the whole thing. To access the window regulator. Now we're going to remove these three 8mm head bolts for the window motor. And then we're going to remove this 10mm bolt along with this 10mm, this one here, and this one down here. So it's really hard to show you with everything in the way here what you have to do, but inside the door here you're going to have your old regulator, which will look something like this, and you'll see there's a metal clip here and then another one here. You need to use a screwdriver or a pick or something and hook them on the closed end and pull the one this direction, and the other one here will have to go this direction, and then you can pop the glass off of this track. So once the clips are removed, you can get in here, and we're going to push the glass away from the Jeep and then pull this bracket here that direction. Something like that. And you'll have to do the same on the front part of it. May have to put the window up to help with this, raise or lower it accordingly. All right, now we got to remove this connector for the motor. That's going to be just push up on the red tab, depress this here, and wiggle like so. Feed that through the hole. Now we can grab our regulator out of here, and it's going to be kind of difficult to fish it out, but you'll just kind of have to work it, rotate it. Should be able to get out of one of these door holes. Give me it. What is it caught on? We're coming out the bottom instead. Doesn't want to cooperate the other way. Now in this case, our motor is good, but the regulator is all messed up. So we're gonna transfer our good motor to the new regulator. Just skip ahead here if you have a new motor. You can get these regulators either separately from the motor or with the motor already. I'll post both in the video description. So we got just the regulator. We're gonna swap the motor over. If you're doing the same as us, you'll need to remove these 3 bolts. Those are a 6mm socket. If you don't have a 6mm, you can use a 1/4 inch, but the 1/4 inch is just a little bit loose, so be careful. You don't want to round out these bolts. The proper size is 6mm. Just lift this off. Now we can transfer this to the new regulator. So the motor is going to go on the regulator in this fashion here. You got to get these gears. Get the grass off of it. Got to get these gears here lined up with these here in the regulator, and it's going to be facing the motor that direction in order to get these screw holes lined up correctly. So I'm just going to get this lined up, kind of wiggle it while you push down, and it'll go in. And then now if you check on this side, our screw holes should be lined up as they are, and we'll reinstall those 3 6mm head screws. You want them snug, of course, but don't over tighten them. They just thread into the plastic motor, so don't strip them out. Now we need to remove this 10mm that comes with the new regulator, as well as the 10mm up here, so that we can install the regulator and motor. And we're going to carefully reinstall it through the same hole that we pulled the old one out through and get everything fished into position. We're gonna have it lay like this with the mounting brackets and tabs facing towards us up, and then we're gonna flop the motor over like that, and then it's gonna go in something like that, a little bit of an angle, and we're gonna fish it in through the bottom hole up towards the top. I'm also gonna try leaving these metal clips installed on the new regulator and then just snapping the window into them without having to pull those out. I'll let you know if that works or not. And we're gonna fish it up through here, and we're gonna get these 2 bolt holes lined up with right here where you can see the old bolt was, and then that hole, and put those 10mm bolts in there. All right, so I've got one of the new 10mm in this hole right here that came with the new regulator. One of the factory bolts that was already there, another factory bolt that was there, and then another one of the new 10mm that came with the new regulator. Now we can go ahead and zip all 4 of those down. There we go. Now we should be able to maneuver the window motor just like this, so you can see those 3 holes lined up, and reinstall the 3 8mm screws that we took out earlier. Again, keep in mind they only thread into plastic, so once they bottom out, don't go much tighter than that. Now we'll route the motor connector through the square cutout in the door, reinstall it like this, and you'll hear it click, and then push the red tab down to lock it in place. Now we need to reinstall the door panel just enough to where we can connect this big white connector to the window switch, because we need to roll the window regulator up. It's all the way down right now, and it doesn't reach the window. And if you push the window all the way down, you're not gonna have enough room to work because it's too low from that hole. All right, the ignition is in the run position, have the switch plugged in, and we're just going to raise the regulator a bit up to the point where the window reaches it, and then snap it into those metal clips. Once you get the regulator high enough, you can now turn the ignition off, remove the keys, and unplug the switch again, and remove the door panel so it's out of your way, and you can finish hooking up the window. Now, if you remember when we were removing the window, we had to push the window away from the regulator. So to get them lined up, you're gonna have to do the same, because there's gonna be tension on them. Had to force the window towards the outside of the Jeep and the regulator towards the inside of the Jeep. Then I was able to get those tabs lined up, and I'm gonna try to just pinch it together with those metal clips in place. And it did work. So now we just have to do that same thing on the other clip on the front side of the regulator. If you have to remove any of these panel clips, you can use the side cutters to pry them out, or some sort of panel remover clip. And our Dorman regulator actually came with new clips. It's like they knew you were gonna break them. If you have to remove a broken part of a clip, you'll just push down on this black tab here, and then you slide the piece towards you to remove the old broken one, and then you'll just take this groove, line it up here to install your new one, and clip it into place. So once you have all your broken clips replaced with new ones, we're gonna go ahead and just stick this weather barrier on. Again, just kind of start in one corner and work your way over. You can see kind of where it used to be. Just put it along the same lines and just push it on. It'll stick. And make sure to fish your door linkages through this hole here that they came out of. So we're gonna reconnect our metal door linkages here, and one will be higher than the other and one will reach farther than the other. So you should be able to figure out which one goes where. And then slide the clip over. Plug in the window switch and our mirror. Then we'll just line up all these plastic clips with their holes in the door panel. And snap them into place. Now we'll reinstall the Phillips head screw here in the grab handle, and then the Torx, that was the T25, in there. Then reinstall our little panel clip here. Just line up the tabs. Snaps into place. And now the moment of truth, turn the key back to the run position. We could have done this before we buttoned everything up, but I just like to have everything bolted up so everything's supported like it should be. It's not too much work to tear it back down. And now we're gonna try the window. Dun, da, da, da. If this video helped you out, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and check me out on Facebook at Tony the Truck Guy. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.